Hello, everybody, and welcome to Democracy 4 and my 420 subscriber special. So, thank you very much for absolutely everybody who's subscribed so far. It's really helped, really does give me a boost for doing these videos, seeing that subscriber count tick up. Really nice knowing 420 of you out there think that I'm producing good content you want to be notified about. So, in order to celebrate the funny number, I thought what better than to jump back into Democracy 4 for a very special playthrough, where we are going to be legalizing it. And by it, I mean everything. I am going to try and do a run where I make as many things legal as possible. So a bit of an apology for today. I may be speaking slightly less eloquently than normal. As some of you know, I recently got out of hospital, still recovering, still on some medication, so all a bit iffy, but otherwise doing good. And so ready to kick this off. So I put it to a Discord vote as to what country we should be for this playthrough, and a few things were very, very close, but we settled on the United States. Also, very interestingly, Australia was pegged there, and I certainly think I want to do an Australia playthrough at some point. This came in sort of a very close second, but I'll go with the Democratic vote and go for USA. Okay, so we are going to be the Legalize Everything party. Our opposition is going to be the Law and Order party, otherwise leaving the default settings as is. Okay, so we have been America before. Normal story, big economy, but a pretty big deficit. Crime pretty high, health and education middling, unemployment middling, GDP okay, but not great. So first thing to do, we need to change our ministers. Let's get some people who are going to be supporting our policies. So more than anything, we're going to be making liberals very happy. So we want a lot of liberals on our side. Again, not really sure going sort of socialist versus capitalist. We'll see just what it takes to stay in power, keep the economy going. But liberals we're definitely going to be making happy throughout this, so may as well pick up a load of liberals. And so Natalie Chavez here seems perfect pick for foreign policy. Kelsey Gray here, liberal ethnic minorities. They should be very happy. Economy is a little bit harder of a choice. I'm mostly going to go for ones that are not absolutely going to piss off. So I'm going to go for the retired and middle income. I'll be trying to keep middle income on my side since that's the majority of the population anyway. And a lot of the others are either conservative or religious who are probably going to absolutely hate me. Okay, for tax, I'm going to go with someone with slightly more experience. Patriot and retired, again, not going to be actively annoying those groups, so that'll have to do. For public services, we've got a nice liberal candidate there. Okay, motorist, socialist, law and order candidate, not too bad. And self-employed middle income for transport. So we go, we've assigned our initial block. And just as a reminder, we've been America quite a few times before, but the issues that we have for America, we've got antisocial behavior, alcohol abuse, prison overcrowding, respiratory disease, obesity, skill shortage, uncompetitive economy, environmental protests, and a media monopoly. So, as I said, goal for this campaign, not only to just get re-elected, but is to really push everything that I can find that is making as many things legal as possible. Not just in terms of normal 420 narcotics being illegal, but pretty much anything that I can find. That is going to really push up how much the liberals like us. And so I also want to be encouraging there to be a lot of liberals so that, we survive. I'm also probably going to have to aim to get some pretty decent security going, because I have a feeling the conservatives and religious groups are probably going to try and have us assassinated at some point. So let's dive straight into this. So as I said, I want there to be a lot of liberals, so I'm just going to pop in at first the Social Justice Foundation. really doesn't do much except increase Liberal membership. And so that's going to really help us if we can make a large core of very supportive Liberals. That's going to help us quite a bit. Let's kick off with something nice and easy. We can increase the narcotics legalization to legalize LSD. Okay, so whether we want to ratify the climate change protocol, I'm just going to go ahead and ratify this. Environmentalists like us and reduces CO2 emissions. Yeah, drug addiction is going to be a problem. I think we're just going to have to take that one on the chin. We're going to get drug addiction at this point. Okay, and next one. Gender transition, we are making fully legal, subsidized by the state, no issues there at all. And also, let's make legal right to die. Absolutely, at will, nice and simple. Also just going to boost community policing. That does help with liberalism and tackle a couple of our negative outcomes there. Yeah, and I'm going to appoint the more liberal UN ambassador. And to do something about our massive deficit, I am going to slash the military budget quite significantly. So very much cutting down on that spending, but that will get rid of our deficit almost completely. Okay, unfortunately did that a bit too late. Credit rating was downgraded. Major donors abandoned the party. Okay, nice and cheap. I'm just going to do a business startup campaign, increases numbers of self-employed, and the National Business Council gives us a boost to GDP. I'm going to save the rest because I'm going to be trying to push through some big things soon. Okay, we want to legalize everything. That includes medical marketing, so we're not going to take any action there. Private healthcare increases. Okay, and we're going to then legalize sex work. Does give us a boost to GDP. Conservatives and religious groups hate us. Increases liberalism, increases gender equality, increases tourism a tad. I'm going to cancel the rubber bullets policy. It's just hurting us more than anything. I'm going to save the rest of our points. Fracking, legalize everything. That includes fracking, so allow. Okay, but we are getting some threats, notably the Evangelical Alliance and the Environmental Alliance. Okay, and I'm going to deploy police drones, partially to avoid those issues with our security. Liberals don't like it, but Liberals love me right now anyway, or will be loving me more and more. Does reduce crime and violent crime. I'm also going to give the police a lot more funding. Crime is now going down, GDP is going up. I'm also going to push for more secular education so we get more liberals. And it makes liberals even more happy. We've got quite a lot of liberals now, mostly just need to focus on making them happy. School sponsorships, yep, sure, we'll allow that. Got a nice new party donor. And nice and cheap telecommuting initiative. Throw that in, really makes a lot of people happy and increases productivity. Gonna save the rest. Allow foreign fighters to return home, absolutely, legal to return home. Okay, Evangelical Alliance is getting very angry with us, but they're not gone into the more extreme groups yet. Deficit's almost gone, we got rid of antisocial behaviour. And let's legalise gambling. Liberals like it, GDP gets a boost, capitalists and tourism like it. All good things. Okay, so alcohol abuse has gone away, our credit rating has been upgraded. Former leader who embezzled, we've got the funds back, makes everyone happy. Okay, so current donors demanding I implement a border navy. I will do so, but crank it right down to minimum levels. Now running a surplus. I'm going to do a couple of things, shifting prison regime to be more gentle, increases liberalism, makes me more compassionate, and increases education. Okay, one of my ministers getting very angry. Prison overcrowding has gone away. And support the same-sex couples in the gay cakes debate. Anybody should be allowed to buy whatever cakes they want. Another new major party donor. Got a very nice surplus. We can really start spending money soon. Now and do something to do with our education in general. So there we go. I'm going to put a lot of money into technology grants. Lowers religious membership. Quite handy. Religious groups hate me. But it's going to boost technology, GDP, productivity. All very, very nice. Let's make the environmentalists a bit more happy. Let's chuck in reforestation. Okay, got a small deficit. That should be okay. GDP should increase. Gonna keep the con man here because the liberals will like that a bit more. Okay, there is a growing religious plot. Gonna increase funding for body cameras to help defend against the religious nutjobs. Gonna get rid of our transport and hire a replacement. Socialists and state employees are pretty happy with me right now. Get rid of water cannons, that's just pissing off my liberal base. Save a little bit of money. Ditto with tear gas, we've got no riots, so there's absolutely no reason to have those. Okay, park rangers being killed, not too good. Religious plot is definitely becoming more and more of an issue. Okay, I'm gonna push crime as our major focus because we've basically eliminated crime. Tick up our narcotics laws, a little bit more lax than they were. Speed limits, yeah, let's raise speed limits. Not really happy with this campaign speeches. It's been giving me options to, so I'm going to skip that for this round at least. I'm just going to cancel workplace safety law. Anything's nice and legal in the workplace. I'm going to max out our intelligence services. Just going to put in needle exchange program just to help head off a little bit of the drug issues. So drugs are perfectly legal, but we're going to give some people some help. Ew, there we go. There was an assassination attempt, but it failed. Okay, so this time I'm going to be running some speeches. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, making capitalists happy at the expense of socialists. Making liberals happy at the expense of conservatives. And the poor happy at the expense of the wealthy. And making the youth happy at the expense of retired. That has all really helped us a lot. Nicely boosting popularity there. Nice and cheap. I'm just going to chuck in a tourism ad campaign. We're the land of everything goes, so may as well get people coming here to experience everything that's legal. Yeah, unfortunately, school shooting. Religious plot is continuing. Okay, I'm going to make a pledge to raise the secularity of education. Liberals really like that. Also going to make a pledge to cut border controls. Okay, speeches again aren't looking too great. Couple of good ones, but not really worth dropping that much political power on. Popularity is looking really good right now. You can chuck in a frequent flyer tax, makes the environmentalists happy, and is going to net us some more money, get rid of our deficit hopefully. And yeah, let's just legalize alcohol all around. Okay, so whether we want to run a negative campaign or a positive campaign, I think we're just going to run a positive campaign. We are doing good, we're doing our job. No need to attack the other side. Okay, time for the election. Let's see if people are happy with the Legalize Everything party. Definitely looking good. So, there we go. We won. Not our most decisive victories, but 70% still pretty damn good. Religious hate us as expected, but we got by on just the majority of most people liking us. The poor really like us. I've not really been focusing on them, but fine, not going to argue. Liberals mostly like us. In terms of what we've done, yep, we have slashed crime, incredibly, and also traffic congestion. Wasn't really aiming for that, but that's fine. Legal drug consumption's through the roof. Stability, lifespan, environment's all going up. Alcohol consumption's going down. Tourism's going through the roof. Quality's going up. Equality's going up, as is productivity. Education, getting there. Probably need to do more going forward. Mental health, nicely increasing. Did actually reduce average temperatures a little bit. Pretty good. GDP has actually taken a little bit of a hit. We can certainly aim to do more about that in a future run. Yeah, in terms of what we did, we pretty much stayed the same level of capitalist versus socialist that we were to begin with, and just went straight down beaming into liberalism. So we've ended up with liberalist, capitalist, vaguely libertarian type territory there. We get a free cabinet reshuffle. I think I'm just going to get rid of the welfare minister. She's really not happy, but everyone else is fine. Actually, we don't really have anyone better for her, so yeah, we'll just pick her back up. And for child labour law, we don't need to make child labour illegal. Everything is legal. Religious are still trying to murder us. That's okay. Otherwise, we've got a small surplus there. So, that's our first term in, and I think we've done pretty well. I wasn't assassinated, which was what I was quite convinced I was going to be. But society seems to be going pretty well, considering we have legalized heroin, and the next step up will be legalizing all drugs, fully legalized gambling, fully legalized sex work, fully legalized alcohol, no limits there at all on alcohol, got rid of nasty things such as labour laws, or at least health workplace safety laws, and we've generally been pushing up increasing education and doing pretty well. So we're having to crack down on some things. Our intelligence services, police drones, and so on are a lot more. That is annoying the Liberals, but it's the only thing keeping us safe from the religious plots. So yeah, that actually worked out better than I thought it would. We can certainly do more legalization in the future, and we can certainly try and stabilize this, try and get rid of some of these little red effects that we've got. So if you'd like to see more of this, please do just let me know down in the comments. Or if you'd like me to do any other Democracy 4 thing, do just let me know any ideas you have. I'm happy to do this. I really do enjoy this little game. And otherwise, thank you all again for helping me reach 420 subscribers, and I'm hoping just to keep this going, so let's bring on 500. Anyway, thank you all very much, and remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.